What neighborhood in Oakville should you and your family move to? As Oakville has over 23 unique neighborhoods, all with different pros and cons. Now, regardless of which neighborhood you choose, you can be rest assured that there's great schools and green spaces within a short walk away. However, what can vary is the different real estate opportunities and at what price point, as well as just the local amenities and lifestyles they offer you. So I thought in this video here, I would break down the different regions of Oakville so you best know which areas work best for your family. So if you're new here, my name is Matthew. I'm a local realtor, and this is my channel where I share everything about what it's like living in Oakville and the surrounding cities. And recently I've had a bunch of people reach out looking to relocate here. So if that's you as well, feel free to send me a message. Otherwise, let's dive on into it. And overall, Oakville is broken up into three primary areas. You have North Oakville, Mid Oakville, and South Oakville. So let's first take a look at South Oakville. Now within South Oakville is any neighborhood that is bordering Lake Ontario and in between the QEW. Now one of the benefits about living in these neighborhoods here is you get direct access to a wide variety of different waterfront parks and features that it has. As not only do you have Bronte Harbor in the west side, you have Tannery Park and Lakeside Park in central, and then you have Garlock Pardon out on the east side. Now also what's amazing about these communities and neighborhoods in the south part of Oakville is this is where you're really going to get that downtown feel, as not only do you have downtown Oakville being in these neighborhoods here, but you also have Kerr Village and Bronte Village also offering small downtown areas for you and your family to go and enjoy. And because of all these downtown areas and waterfront parks, there's routine festivals and events happening in this part of Oakville, especially during those spring and summer months. Then other than that, if you're looking to commute to Toronto and are looking to take the GO train, this neighborhood could be best for you, as these are where the two GO train stations are offered in Oakville, as you have Bronte GO and Oakville GO, both about an hour GO train away from Union GO. Now, if you're looking for the real estate and what to expect in each one of these regions here, let's first look at the Bronte Southwest and West Oakville. Now here, you're going to find a wide mixture of homes, all with their unique character and style. As originally here, there was a bunch of older, more modest, detached homes sitting on large size lots, primarily built in the 1960s. However, as more and more people look to move to these areas, one thing that is common is all the different infill projects here, meaning that there's more custom builds for you to choose from. So now when you drive the street, each home is going to have a different unique look and feel to it. Then also in these areas here like Bronte Village and downtown Oakville, we're seeing some intensification with more multi-unit housing, especially those low-rise condos that Oakville's downtown is known for. And because of this diverse housing opportunities, you're going to find a wide variety of young families as well as empty nesters and anything in between looking to move to these regions here. Then if you're looking at the central and old Oakville, this is where you're going to find a lot of those heritage homes dating back to the 1800s, but also here you're going to find some of those newer detached homes, but more commonly will be those newer townhomes, as well as some of the older townhome options to choose from, as well as a few condo options spread throughout the downtown area here. Now this neighborhood is definitely perfect for anybody that really values walkability, as there's going to be a lot of local amenities just in a short walk away. And then the final south neighborhoods are Morrison and Ford's neighborhood. Now arguably in these neighborhoods here, especially Morrison, is the most desirable location to build those custom homes in Oakville because of the area's lush 100-year-old trees, its private lots, and just immense estates as your neighbors. Now, these small collection of homes along the lakefront are definitely the priciest real estate, not just in Oakville, but also the greater Toronto area. And this neighborhood is truly perfect for any affluent families or professionals seeking a larger home and want that premium privacy. Now, of course, any of these homes in these neighborhoods here, the closer you get to the water, the more expensive it's going to come with it. And then one final thing you'll notice when shopping for real estate here is there's a lot less sidewalks for you and your family to walk on, and that's because a lot of the homes in these neighborhoods here really rely on those wet ditches, allowing the drainage to go that way rather than in the newer neighborhoods where they have a grate to go underneath the road system. Now, let's take a look at Mid-Oakville. Now, Mid-Oakville is just anything north of the QEW, but still south of Upper Middle. And these neighborhoods include Glen Abbey, College Park, Flaggerwood, and Clearview. And one of the things about these neighborhoods that it's known for are the great green spaces, as not only can you find Bronte Creek Provincial Park in this section of Oakville here, but you can also find a wide variety of different hiking trails along the creeks in this neighborhood. But also in these communities here is where you're going to find Oakville Place, which is Oakville's flagship mall just along Trafalgar. And then also along Trafalgar in College Park, you guessed it, is Sheridan College, which is one of Ontario's top ranked colleges for a multitude of different programs. And then as for what you can expect for the real estate in these neighborhoods here, first is Glen Abbey, which is one of Oakville's first truly planned communities and offers a wide variety of large two-story detached homes that were built in the 80s and 90s. Now here you'll both find those homes that have been refreshed with modern interior, as well as some ones with the original interiors that they were bought with in the 90s. Then on the west end of this neighborhood along Bronte Road is where you're going to find some newer detached homes and townhomes being built today. And this neighborhood here is truly perfect for any families looking to upsize from their current home to a larger detached home. Then on the other side of the creek, you'll find the next neighborhoods, which is College Park, Flaggerwood, and Clearview. And these here are among some of the more affordable neighborhoods in Oakville. As here, you're going to find lots of detached homes that are slightly smaller, that are either back splits, side splits, or two stories that were primarily built in the 50s and 80s. Now, these lots here are still on the bigger side because they were developed earlier, and therefore these streets are a bit less cluttered than some of the newer development areas in Oakville. Then also around Sheridan College is where you're going to find some higher density options, whether you're looking for different townhome complexes or a variety of different condo options to choose from. So these here are perfect for any families looking to get their first detached home or young professionals looking to get a condo that is just a short drive down Trafalgar to the GO train station, Oakville GO. Now, the next area in Oakville is North Oakville. So this is anything north of Upper Middle. And there's really two areas in North Oakville. The first are the neighborhoods, anything south of Dundas. Now, the majority of these homes here in these neighborhoods were primarily built in the 90s and early 2000s. And then anything north of Dundas were primarily built in the late 2010s up until today, where they're just finishing some of the neighborhoods. And then other than the real estate opportunities, this neighborhood here, like the other areas in Oakville, has some great green spaces. In particular, the two most notable ones would be Lions Valley Park, which is one of the most notable hiking trails for you to explore. But also here, you're going to just find a wide variety of those classic parks found in every single neighborhood, with that classic jungle gym, those sports fields, as well as some newly equipped splash pads. Now, I know this area is very popular also because of the proximity to Oakville Trafalgar Memorial Hospital, which is Oakville's state-of-the-art hospital just located north of Dundas. And then another great thing about living in this neighborhood here is while you are a bit further away from the GO train stations, if you are planning on commuting via car and heading to Mississauga or Toronto via the 403, if you live in North Oakville, you might have the opportunity to exit before one of Oakville's biggest bottlenecks during rush hour traffic, which is where the QEW and 403 meet. As if you live in one of these neighborhoods here north of Dundas or just south of Dundas, you can can exit off on Winston Churchill or Dundas itself and avoid that common bottleneck in Oakville's rush hour traffic. Now, another thing to note about these neighborhoods here, especially those newer neighborhoods north of Dundas, is the town of Oakville has really put an emphasis on trying to make their neighborhoods a bit more walkable than what they were previously developing. So you can expect, especially along the edges of those newer neighborhoods, a lot more mixed use buildings with storefronts at the bottom and condos up top, but you're also just a short walk away from some great plazas for you to choose from. Now, if we dive a little bit deeper into the real estate opportunities available and first look at the neighborhoods south of Dundas, like I mentioned, the majority of these ones here were built in the 90s and early 2000s and primarily offer detached homes, some both smaller ones as well as some larger ones, sitting on average size lots, mixing in a sprinkle of semi-detached home and townhome options to choose from. And then also in the recent years, you are also seeing more condo buildings being built here, especially along the Dundas Road. And overall, these neighborhoods here south of Dundas are perfect for any families looking to move into an established neighborhood where all the homes have a consistent look and feel while still wanting to capitalize on some of the great green spaces Oakville has to offer you. Then north of Dundas is where you're going to find the newest neighborhoods in Oakville, as the majority of homes here were built from 2010 up until today. And here, you're going to find primarily detached homes. However, you are going to find a mix of townhome and condo options to choose from, and probably the greatest diversity mix of housing options to choose from in these neighborhoods here, as Oakville tries to increase the density of the neighborhoods. However, with that said, these detached homes are going to be sitting on slightly smaller lots when you compare it to the other regions of Oakville. So if you're looking to learn in more detail some of the best neighborhoods in Oakville, now that you have a general grasp for the city, the next video I'd recommend you go check out is my video going over the best neighborhoods of Oakville. So you can find that video right here. Otherwise, I hope you have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video.